Hello Taurus, thank you very much for tuning in to your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Okay, I already shuffled. Relationship first, single second. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Alright, so you do have the Three of Pentacles here at the bottom. But I think it's, when I'm feeling it, it's kind of more about the effort that's being put in. It's not the question of effort being put in. It's what is the effort being put in? Where are we headed here? And, yeah, I'll do these. So your partner, I'm getting like this whole need for your partner to like include you. It's getting, oh, here. You got the Lover's card with the Focus card here, where things are standing for them. So they got the loving feelings for you right now. I mean, not that they don't anyway, but like when I'm seeing Focus, like there's something they want to do. They want to bring in something new, and they want to bring it into your liking. Because they want to something they want to share with you, but it's not just something like it's good for us. It's something they want you to love it as much as they love it, and they think you can. It seems like there's something about changing things and moving things around, and I'm getting on their side. It seems to be all about how they deliver it to you, how they tell you about it. They got 3 of the 4 queens on their side, by the way. They've got the Queen of Swords, they've got the Queen of Wands, and they've got the Queen of Pentacles. So it's basically air, air, fire, and earth they got going on, and this is the earth. So they're headed to a spot to where they want to move things. Like they have to communicate it well, but they definitely want to move things to a different way, to a different place, to a different situation, move things forward, that it's going to stay, but when I'm feeling this Queen of Pentacles, like they're thinking of you, and they're thinking this will work out best for us. But they're expecting you will love it going down the road, and they want you to love it. They just, on their side, it seems like if they can explain it well, you should be into this. This should work well. Now, I do see it's interesting. It's the Moon card, but in this deck, there's a woman on there, which is great. Which it makes me feel like another... Like emotionally, they're not sure if they can actually do this for some reason. They feel like they gotta convince you, but they're really believing that this is good for both of you, that you'll really love this once it takes hold. But there's a lot of energy about communicating and making things happen. Now, there seems to be a lot of nervous energy on their side, and I'm noticing you here with this. When they come forward with this change they want to do, you're hitting the Tower card, and not everybody feels this way, but I don't always think the Tower card is a negative thing. It's a shock. It is things breaking down, but it doesn't have to be horrible. And I feel like this is your partner saying they want to go a different direction. They want to do something different, and you're not expecting it. It's almost like, to you, it's kind of like, if they've been dropping hints, it's just been, it's just not even... I don't know how to explain this. Like, it's almost like if they've been dropping hints that they want to go on a trip down to Disney. I don't know why we're having the Disney thing at the moment, but there you go. They're talking about Mickey Mouse and all that stuff. They're talking about this movie, and they're like, "Oh, the weather down there," and I was like, you're hearing it, but you're not investing in the thought. You're just like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Mickey, that's cool. Yeah, that was a good movie. Yep, that's true. Yeah, the weather is good down there." It's just like you're just not going there with it. You're just not going there with it. You're just like, yeah, that's true. You're not just, I don't know. You're hearing it. You may be even conversing with it. But you're just not putting anything together about it. You're just like, yeah, okay, that's a fun conversation. So what? It's not bad nor good. It's just how it is. It's how I'm feeling about it. So when this comes forward and they want to do whatever they want to do, you're kind of like, oh, it's not bad. I feel like I was saying this a lot for Virgo, too, for some reason. It's not bad. I don't feel like it's bad at all. I actually see karma popping up on your side as a result of the Tower. Like, this is good. This is like something that you're looking at and you're like, that could be really good. And I feel like you're connecting with it. But you have the Emperor here, and you'll notice that he has that kind of like that forlorn look on his face, kind of like, yeah, that would be great. But I gotta change things here. I gotta get, finances together for that. I gotta get the time together to make it happen. I don't think this is bad, and I think because I'm connecting to this in a Taurus way, it's kind of like, this is just how you do it. Like, it's not bad. It's not like it's holding you down. It's just kind of like, this is just how you go through it. Like, let me think about this. What am I going to do with that? How am I going to do that? I need to have this much money. Let me think about this. Like, and you're putting the plan together. I feel like you're immediately actually just kind of going into that thought. Like, what would I need to do to make that happen? Are you agreeing? It seems like you are agreeing. And it seems like you're just going, like, what do I need to do? Like, you're going right into the thought process, like, all right, how do I meld this together? Now, I do see, like, I feel like you're going to take a positive energy into this. But your challenge card is the Ace of Cups with the unexpected. All right, so going into the thought of it, and what it's going to take to change things over, move things forward, what needs to be garnered to make this happen. Don't let that hold you down. I do feel like you're going to go forward with this, but I feel like it's the way you go forward with this. Talk this out with your partner. I see this weird need to just kind of figure it out yourself. But I feel like if you volley this back and forth with your partner and other people, like let other people know you're considering this, the more information you can garner. I don't think this has to be a long, drawn-out process, which I feel like this is more important for your partner. Like, I feel like this could be like a 1.5-year trip, a 1.5 year preparing for this trip, the way you're naturally going. But I feel like it's better if you do it in 6 months, which is a third of what you would naturally go into. But I also feel like if you do that, it's better for everybody. And it's not cumbersome for you either. But if you go in with that thought, like, because I'm seeing this Ace of Cups, I feel like they want you to acknowledge that the other person is very excited. Your partner is very excited about this, wants this to happen extremely. Like, when they brought this forward, they were kind of nervous because they didn't want you to shoot it down, but they knew it was good for both of you, whatever this is. And the unexpected is here, like, you can kind of shock them back a little bit in a kind of a playful way. They're probably expecting you're going to take a 1.5 years to make this happen. But if you put together a plan that you can do in 6 months, and I feel like this is not, it just feels like it's no sweat off your brow to do this. It's no skin off your back, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to say. It's not that bad for you. It's like 6 months, I can make this happen in 6 months. And you include them into it, and you pull this forward. I feel like this is really like an amping up of positive energy for them. And it's just like this exponential growth, because you're kind of like, you're shocking them a little bit within reason. Like, it's not really that far out of the ballpark, but they're not expecting you to do it this quickly. Makes them very happy, makes them feel really good. It kind of gives you that leverage, kind of like, haha, scared, I shocked you back. Like, it's within reason, I know it, but it makes me laugh because it's kind of funny. It's kind of like, haha, you didn't think I'd do it that quick, did ya? Yeah. Like, it's kind of a playful, fun energy. Makes me laugh. It's funny. Like, haha, you thought it was going to take a 1.5 years. Well, I'm doing it in 6 months. And they're going to love that. It just sounds funny to me. It makes me laugh. Because you have the power to set the pace. You got the King of Swords. Their Queen of Swords energy, it's matching to this, but they're using their energy to, like, bring it forward and make it happen. Your energy's returning back into it with, like, setting the pace and creating it, putting the plan into motion. I'm getting, like, seriously, if you do this in 6 months instead of a 1.5 years, it's fun. It's a really fun, playful energy. I just feel like they love it. This goes very well forward. I'm noticing this on their side, and I'm questioning if I'm bringing it in out of in the wrong time, but they have the Ace of Swords with the Peace card. Until they actually tell you what they're thinking about, I feel they're kind of bothered by this. But I'm noticing them communicating with you directly brings peace for them. So when they start telling you or giving you ideas about what they want to do, if you promote that and say, all right, keep telling me, give me more, give me more, you know, give me all you got, tell me what you're thinking, and, you know, receive it in a positive way. Doesn't mean you have to agree to anything, and I get that. I think you get that too. But you just, yeah, tell me what you got. I want to hear it. The more you're more receptive, the more you're like, yeah, tell me what you got. It frees them up. It makes things a lot easier. For some reason, like, they really want this. They really think this is good for the both of you. But they seem to be nervous, like they're not going to be able to convey the information correctly in a way that you're going to like it. So the more you're in a conducive, positive, yeah, tell me what you're thinking attitude, the easier it is for them. The nerves kind of relax, and they get it all out. And when they get it all out, it'll make them a lot happier. They'll come to peace with that. And then if you do, you know, instead of taking this a 1.5 to make this happen, you do it in 6 months, and you put forth that plan and show them that, I'm telling you, you're going to tickle them pink. It's your chance to shock them back. And I feel like it's fun, because you'll notice on this card, like, the two people, they're having a good moment there. They're having a happy moment there, a very close moment. I think it's really good. This is going to bring more than you and your partner together. On your side, I feel bringing you, your partner, and some other people, like, it brings other people into play here. That feels very subjective to your situation, how that's happening. It could go a lot of different ways. But other people will be brought into play on this situation. You may end up making friends during this situation that you're not expecting. But there'll be long, life-term friends if you do. That last part's interesting. It's kind of like another wild card thing that's pleasant. A lot of pleasant energy here for Taurus in relationships. I think this is good. All right, let's go into single Taurans and see what we got there. Excuse me. What do we have for single Taurus? What do we have for single Taurus? Single Taurus. Sometimes information comes through a little easier than other times, and I'm getting like this red balloon feel, and I think there was a very popular song in the 80s. I don't know if it was called Red Balloon or 99 Red Balloons, I think it was called. I don't know why I'm popping into that, but there you go. Single Taurus. So, like, is a red balloon good or not? Is that a good thing, or is that not a good thing? That's a good question. I'm thinking of that song a little bit too. I'm not gonna sing it because I can't. But it's like a fun. That's one of those things where it looks fun, it sounds fun, but then when you watch the video, if I remember right, I think it's about. Is it about war? It might be. I want to say that's one of those videos that, you know, it sounds all fun, and then you find out what the real meaning is behind it, and you're like, oh, this isn't as fun as I thought it was. This at the bottom, the Five of Wands. Like, there's a few things coming in all at once here. So this is single Taurus, but the Five of Wands is kind of like, I feel like there's a lot of effort going on here, but it's like somebody, like there's somebody around you, and it just seems like you're talking two different languages. It's just kind of like you say left and they turn around and walk out the room, and you're like, no, I said go left. What do you, what? Like, you didn't even go the opposite way, you just left the room. Like, what's up with that? And it's vice versa. Like, it's like you speak two different languages. It's my first thing. Because it's kind of a milder feel for the Five of Wands, because it's just like conflict, but it's like you speak two different languages. And one says one thing, then something else happens, and then there's like a little bit of conversation of like, why did you do that? And there's like unhappy energy. It's not really good, but it's not like aggressive. It's just kind of like, why did you do that? And complaining about why somebody did something, and then it's just like that. It's a milder feel for the Five of Wands, and I feel like you got the Hanged Man here. Whoever this is, like, you don't know what to do with this person. You do find them attractive, though. So why are you even considering this? Ironically, they seem to think that the two of you could get along, too. It's weird. It's like you can't seem to work things out between the two of you, but you've been trying to. This isn't even dating, though. This is weird. Like, this is a person I feel like you try to get along with. They try to get along with you. You try to, like, see each other's point of view, and you do your best. You both do your best to do that, but it's more aggravation and just, like, you're like, I don't know what to do with this person. But this is what's weird. It's like, this person has been around you for a while, but you're getting unexpected with the Sun card. Like, they might be approaching you. Are they approaching you, or are you approaching them? There's a moment here. There's a moment where you're both clearly interested in each other. Like, you're physically kind of like, yeah, I like you. Like, yeah, this is good. But what I'm getting here is, like, it's unexpected. You got unexpected at the top. They got the Tower card in the environment. Like, it's almost like you've known each other for the longest time. You don't really work well together, but you try to. You like each other as people, but you just, like, I can only take so much. And then, like, this moment, it's almost like you come together at a wedding or something. Like, you're enjoying the same party or something like that. And maybe there is alcohol involved, depending on your situation, how you go with that. And just, like, the sparks kind of fly between the two of you. And you're just kind of, like, it just happens. It's unexpected. The Sun card happens. It's a good moment. You're addressing each other. You're talking to each other. And it clicks in. This is somebody you already know, I get. But it's, again, somebody you have a hard time, like, you like them, you think they're a good person, but it's just like you're talking two different languages. There's a lot of mini, like, aggravations. It's very mild for the Five of Wands. It's the best I can say for it. The Ace of Swords comes in the center. I feel like the Ace of Swords is the actual moment. There's communication. It might not even become physical. It might just be acknowledging both how you both feel. And just like, you know, I feel like they might be, I actually feel like they're coming forward to you. And I feel like the Tower card for them is you're reciprocating and saying, yeah, I like you too. And they're thinking, I didn't think you liked me all the way we get along. I thought you couldn't stand me. And this is coming forward. It's a good moment. But then it goes right into the Seven of Swords. It's kind of like, let's just not. And that's why I'm wondering if it has something to do with alcohol. Because it seems like everything comes out on the table. You're both explaining, like, they tell you how they feel. I see you matching it. You don't really know what to do with this energy. But you do acknowledge, like, yeah, I think you're very attractive too. I think you're a very good person too. I'd love to be with somebody. And I would love to be with somebody like you, or would you say you'd like to be with them? You're both acknowledging how you feel about each other. You're both interested in each other. I'm seeing that with the Ace of Swords. It could be a physical moment. It might just be communication. It depends on your situation. But I'm getting, like, the next day with the Seven of Swords, you both just are like, you just walk your separate ways. And you've got the Strength card with the Trust. In your mind, you're like, I don't think this is a good match. We have a hard time dealing with each other. We might be both good people, have good intentions, but we just speak different languages. It's just like this Five of Wands. It still feels mild to me. I'm still blown away by that. But you're like, I'm not going to move forward. I'm not going to go towards them. I don't think it's right. You kind of want to, but you're kind of like the Strength card with the Trust is like, you don't think it's for the best. You don't think it's a good idea. You're like, we barely get along on these other things. I just think this might make this more intense. They don't move towards you either. The next thing that comes through is the Two of Wands with the Peace. I feel like there's a choice being made here. It's a short period. It's like, depending on how you feel about it, like, it could be a week and a half to 2 weeks where it's in your mind, like I could go towards them, but I'm not going to, and they're vice versa. They're doing the same thing. I could go towards the Tauran, but I'm not going to. The Two of Wands is like the choice is being made, and the peace is like it's like as long as you don't go towards each other, you seem to both be at peace with this. But the Two of Wands is telling me you're coming towards a choice. It's like almost like a choice by default. Even by doing nothing, you're still choosing. You're choosing to do nothing. That's still choosing something. Like this. I forget how somebody said it to me. Something about this opt out. Like I opt out from making the choice, and I had to explain to them. If you're opting out from making the choice, that's a choice to opt out. You're still making a choice. Like, you know what I mean? If you're choosing to not participate, that's still a choice. And I feel like by default, you're both choosing to let this move on. This is how this is ending. Eight of Swords with the Justice card. It seems like there's a weird feeling between the two of you after this. Like, you both know how you feel, but neither of you want to talk about it. And I feel like it's easier to deal with each other after this. You seem to care about each other fairly well. Like, it's a good amount. And I feel like you're nice to each other. But it seems like you're more nice now. You're, like, more considerate of the other than you were before, for some reason, whatever that is. You're both, like, kind of bending over backwards a little bit to do things the way the other person might like it. Things are improving between the two of you, but I feel nothing seems to be going forward. And I feel like that's kind of where this is going. And I'm kind of feeling like that's the whole point of this reading, is to realize, you know, that energy is there, it's going to be acknowledged, but that's as far as it's going. And it feels like when the two of you work together better afterwards, it's a great thing for other people around the both of you. But that's pretty much, I don't feel like it's going to go any farther. I really don't. It could, but I don't think it's going to. I think that's it. It's kind of like, this is its moment. Then you're both like opting out, which is a choice. And that's just where this is going. And that's why. Alright. I think that's it. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.